Disaster. Welcome into Studio 10 on this Friday. I'm Joe Emer.
And I'm Jennifer Lambers. Chelsea has the morning off.
All right, so I was talking to my fam about this, but you don't have to necessarily go to theaters to see it.
That's exactly right. Elphaba and Glinda are flying from movie theaters to your couch just in time for the new year.
That song popular.
Yep.
And she asked me to play Defying Gravity, so I have listened to those too, even though I haven't seen the movie yet. But that may be a good option for us in particular if we can't make the theater.
I was going to say, we want to see it in theaters. We leave for Nashville either tonight or tomorrow, so we're hoping to see it up there with family
Cool.
right before the new year. But this had really mixed reactions online of saying, is this the smart move because it's still dominating in box offices?
Right.
And so is this going to kind of slow down on some of the traction? Is it going to help them? Because they've had a huge marketing budget.
Yeah.
So to be able to make up for that, a lot of folks were questioning the call, but...
And the holiday's still going on and kids off from school right now, so maybe this is one of the ones where it would have been smarter to wait a little longer.
Wait a little bit, yeah.
The 15th Doctor returns.
So this is your first look at the next season of Doctor preschool set.
Yes, we're supposed to have a soundbite of what they're doing. All right, so BTS, the song is Dynamite.
Yes.
You know the song.
Oh,
Everyone
I know the
knows that.
song, yeah.
The popular animated character delivers a cover of the K-pop group's hit song Dynamite that is now available to stream on all platforms.
I think we have it now. Check it out. When this one came on the radio, Layson really liked it. She liked Butter too by BTS. It's just more of like those fun pop songs that the kids can dance along to. So I think that'll be fun.
Fun stuff. Today you may want to dance and celebrate another food staple of the holidays. It's National at Punta Clara Candy Kitchen down in Point Clear to profile their fruitcakes that they do, because I think they're one of the best known in the area for having them and selling out. They sell out every
single year. I've noticed since I've been here for 5 years now, every year they always mention we're doing more than last year. We're doing more than last year, because they just continue to sell out. So if you missed out this year, go ahead and think it's around Halloween that they start going ahead and taking those orders to be able to fulfill them.
So if you want one for the holidays, or if you want to get two to save it for National Fruitcake Day,
there you go,
which is today. We're working on some great food in the kitchen. Chef Manny does an amazing job while he's here.
He always does a fantastic job, and so he is cooking up a herb butter filet with an old-fashioned. Check it out.
All right, so that was previously taped, but it's the first time we're airing it. It's an amazing recipe. We've got a lot to show you coming up. First of all, we've got a dog friend over here talking about a new invention you pet lovers may want to know about. You hear those noises the dog's making? It's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Also, Listening to the Gulf Coast is showing us a home in Baldwin County and talking to us about mortgage rates.
And also, I'm going to be talking more about your forecast. Really, today is going to be starting off some of those scattered storms, and heading into tomorrow, we could see more severe and strong storms all across the Gulf Coast. So keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling, planning those Saturday, mainly night plans. But I'll be breaking down all of those details and what this map means. That's coming up when we come back. I think it is great, and I think that that is something that Dixie will really benefit from too, especially with the water too. She'll gulp some of that down, so definitely something to check out. As always, we'll have that on our website later on this afternoon. Well, taking a live view outside right now over downtown Mobile. What we have, gray, gloomy skies, just some of those raindrops lingering on the camera there. The good news, traffic still moving smoothly, a little slower in and out of Wallace Tunnel, but taking it easy with some of those slick roads. But those temperatures, they're mild out there, resting in the upper 60s. Dew points still feeling pretty muggy. It's not the prettiest day, and those winds still a little breezy. I was seeing some folks on Facebook mentioning how windy it was out there, mainly some Saraland folks talking about some of those wind gusts that were moving through. We've been seeing some of those wind gusts getting into the upper 20s, the lower 30s, especially closer towards Mobile County. So it was breezy with some of those storms that we saw earlier. Still just tracking some of those showers and storms out there at this time, mainly seeing some of those moving through Mobile, Baldwin counties and our inland spots closer towards Monroeville. Just some of that light rain right now down towards Choctaw Bluff and down into Tensas. But here's Baldwin County, so just starting to see some of that closer towards Stapleton. Much more active in Mobile County. That includes downtown and out towards Theodore and Irvington, Dawes as well. Noticing some of that moderate rainfall, so just make sure that you're driving carefully in case you're going to be hitting the roads anytime soon. but only expecting more of these showers and storms to really ramp up by late morning and heading into early afternoon. And if anything, it becomes a bit more organized within that line. It's pretty scattered right now, but soon we're going to start to see more of that beginning to just merge together, slowly moving across the Gulf Coast. This is only by 3 p.m. that we're starting to see it move into Baldwin County and the Florida Panhandle before it'll slowly weaken heading into this evening. But by tomorrow, that's when the severe risk really begins to ramp up. We have an enhanced risk zone, a slight risk zone, and a marginal. Just a reminder, storms, they don't follow lines, but the higher the number, the higher potential you have to see some of those strong to severe storms. Now, we're talking all modes of severe weather. That's going to be including gusty straight line winds, hail, and also a tornado threat. Coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about our forecast, running through the futurecast heading into tomorrow and breaking down more of those threats that we could see heading into the weekend. Those details are coming up in just a little bit. Joe. Well, also coming up after the break, I'm going to be talking more about your forecast and what I'm tracking across the Gulf Coast. Heads up, there's already some stronger storms moving through portions of Mississippi. I'll be talking more about that on the other side of the break. And also, there is still time to give back this holiday season. We're learning how you can help those in need to stay warm this winter. We'll have more details on our 10 Caring Gifts code drive. That's coming up when we come back. Welcome back in. Much more still to come on Studio 10, so let's check out what's coming up in our next hour of the show. We are talking with country music star Clint Black ahead of his New Year's Eve performance at Moon Pie over Mobile. And also, it is a Studio 10 tradition. We are taking a look back at some of our favorite moments from 2024. Today, it's some of the celebrities we had the opportunity to interview. Don't miss that, plus today's hot topics and your weather updates coming up on Studio 10 starting at 10 a.m. Well, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to be talking more about your forecast, breaking down those threats that we could see here locally across the Gulf Coast heading into tomorrow. And also, Chef Manny is finishing up in the kitchen. He already made that delicious filet, but now on the way is going to be a Don Q Old Fashioned. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back with more Studio 10 after this break.
Welcome back. Award season isn't just for movies and television, but video games too.
Rick Damigella brings us this look at an award-winning PlayStation game.
Layson play any video games yet?
She's really into Nintendo Switch and Animal Crossing, but she got a few new games for Christmas.
Fun stuff. All right, check that out if you want to. Thanks for joining us for Studio 10. Check us out for our 10 a.m. hour if you want to.
We'll see you right after this.